Good morning, guys. God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video, guys. I'm very excited because we finally see the sun. To be honest, I think I know for myself and many other detailers, we have not worked since last Thursday, probably. Um, That probably sounds about right. Last Thursday or Friday. Friday, I think, is when we kind of stopped working because of the weather. Um, if you're from Dallas, obviously the freeze is kind of thought out now. We can drive on the roads. We can now get out. But yes, for the past couple of days, literally since last week, we have not been able to go anywhere. Work wise as well, it's been a bit tough. But yeah, we started with sleet, ice Friday, Saturday, Sunday hardened, and then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, literally kids had no school. Like again, it's because of the freeze. People were like, "Man, you guys got a lot of snow." No, Dallas does not get snow. Dallas gets literally ice. That is all we got was ice. And it hardened, and it was crazy. Obviously, today I'm thankful it is Friday. Don't forget, hey, tonight I have a great video at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're reviewing Detail Co. I guess they call it their hard wash, their high pH soap. I'm gonna be showcasing it to you guys. I've been looking for a soap for a while that can be my initial pre-rinse. I'm used to using like Super Clean, doing a pre-spray on the cars, pressure washing it off, but I was getting dinged a lot by a lot of professionals saying like, "Oh, you're not using a professional product. That's cheap." So I was like, "All right, cool. Let's buy a professional pre-spray initial rinse product," and that's what I did. Right. So on tonight's video, I get to showcase to you guys this product on a vehicle, and hopefully you guys can see the results. So I'm excited for this video at 8 p.m. tonight. But really quickly, I'm not going to have you guys here very long just because I need to charge my phone. But very quickly, I got a couple. I got a couple messages from a couple detailers here in Dallas right now. Now that the winter storm is past, everything has thawed out. It is a dog eats dog world. Everybody, Detail Code just dropped a new APC Bifrost. I did see that. Yeah, I think what I like the most of it is the color of the label. It has like a nice bright color. But yeah, I'm gonna keep using my favorite Jimbo's. It has an amazing scent. It's amazing, very sudsy. And I'll keep using my Super Clean. I'll keep using my sauce. Price wise, I think it just makes more sense. Because with the shipping, yeah, you're about to pay. And then you'll probably get it in like a week. But anyways, had a couple guys inbox me, "Hey, what do you do now that now that you can work?" Right? Obviously, you start doing the work before all this unfreezes. You never stop working, so you keep posting on Facebook or wherever your ads, or you just have to put a sell out there. Right now, for the next maybe 2 weeks while everything thaws out and all of that, right? The only one that I have a free undercarriage, free engine bay detail, only when you purchase a detail. So my entry level does not get it. I only add it to really like qualified clients. So like right now I'm heading to one of those clients that he uses me for the past, I think I almost said we've been together for about a year already. But he is very he's a loyal client, right? And he was like, "Hey, dude, my Mercedes needs you. It's a high rise in downtown." I was supposed to be there at 8, but yeah, at 8 it was like 28 degrees. So I had to text him. I got up at around 4, and I was like, "Hey, unfortunately, like 8 a.m. does not look good for me due to the temperature is still below freezing. It's just gonna, I'm just gonna be making more of a mess, and I'm gonna be more pissed off." Usually, I carry my propane and a propane heater that I plug into my electrical port, and like it gives me a lot of heat, right? But today, I think I kind of used it all up to cook. While this freeze was, we cooked some stuff on the grill, so I don't have a propane. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait it out. But yeah, usually when it's cold, I'll carry it's like a torpedo heater, and I plug it to my propane tank, turn it on, and that sucker actually keeps me warm. And I put it on the side that I'm gonna be washing, so it keeps that panel hot. So when that stuff hits it, and then I'll just kind of maneuver it around the car, and that just keeps the car warm, so that the soap doesn't harden, it doesn't become ice, doesn't become slushy. But again, not everybody does that. It's a lot of, you have to do a lot of things sometimes, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get the job done, right? So I do carry a torpedo heater with me. Matter of fact, probably tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna go refill my other propane tank, and then I'll just have it in my truck. And then if I need it, it comes out, keeps me warm while I'm detailing as well. So there's a lot of ways that I kind of do things like that. I've been doing networking this winter. Very nice, Mary. Yeah, networking. I'll be honest, I don't do a lot of networking. I try to stay as far as possible from it. Um, the interactions I've had with the people that have wanted me to get into their networking groups, the vibe is just off. It's like they want more out of me than the expected person. So for that reason, I've like, and again, I don't mind giving, but it just depends on how you approach me. And every time I get approached by these people, they're like, "Man, you need to come to our networking events. They're great." I'm like, "Yeah," and then they'll be like, "Yeah." They'll start, like talking, like, give me a detail. And again, I get it. You want to use my services, and you're going to, I guess, advertise me. Yeah, I don't work like that. Everybody wants free stuff, right? And I'm the type of person, again, I am so against a lot of things. I'm very old school. Like, I don't need to go, I'll do my own networking, right? I talk to people every day. I post on Facebook every day. There's just something about these networking events that to me, it feels like I'm in a cult. Again, that's just me because of experiences that I've had in the past. And for that reason, it's where I'm like, I'm all right, right? But the kind of the people I've seen with these networking groups, events, the vibe is just more of like, give me, give me, give me. And that's where I'm like, yeah, I don't roll like that. And again, I can smell the BS from far away. In other news, I'll probably talk about it in another video. I thought this one was funny, but it is what it is, right? But it is what it is. But I'll probably talk about this in another video. But yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna stay on here very long. Really, just jumping on to say hi to everybody. That I hope you guys have an amazing Friday. I hope you guys been out there killing it. I know for us, some retailers started yesterday working here. I didn't start till today. I got 2 cars today, two entries. And that's pretty much it. It's not gonna be it probably is gonna be a busy day, just because of washing wise, right? Well, that is one thing that I will talk about is how do I wash cars in the winter, which is a question that I have gotten asked a lot. And really, in the winters, I will go through a pretty much like a 3-tier system. to wash the car until before I touch it. So obviously in this situation, I'll use any pre-rinse that I have on hand. It could be super clean. It could be a professional product. Let that product just kind of dwell and do the work, right? And then I'll come back with the second with an alkaline wash to remove more. And then thirdly, we'll go into our contact wash, right? So I'll do more of a three-step wash process. I will use more water. That's like the only downside to it being mobile. Obviously, I only have a 50-gallon water tank. So I have to be cautious on how I use it, right? So that's kind of how I wash cars in the winter. Obviously, the undercarriage is important, but again, I only offer it with clients that book a detail, right? I feel it's for me, it's only fair if they want to add an undercarriage wash, then I will add it. Usually, it's like $50. And then obviously you foam the bottom of the undercarriage. I'll hit it with the hard wash. I'll hit it with with an alkaline wash, rinse it off really well, and then we'll throw some pH neutral soap on it to make sure that we rinse it off very, very well. So in the winter we do use more water. Keep warm, bro. What is your best soap to use for salt in the winter? The best soap, honestly, right now I ran out of it because again we hardly get like these crazy type of winters, and I hate having product just sitting. It's a product I purchased from Amazon, and it's a little gallon, but it's made for undercarriage. But in the winter, honestly, like I said, I'll do a three-step wash process. So like a high pH soap, then we'll go to a low pH soap. And then we'll do our contact wash with a pH neutral soap, and that is to just pretty much neutralize the previous chemicals or soaps. So that's kind of how I do it. I know some people tend to use dedicated soaps, but honestly, you'll be all right by just using what you got. You don't got to go purchase anything. But just kind of doing that process, you're going to be just fine. But for right now, I will only give undercarriage and engine bay details with people who purchase a detail package. So they got to pay for the bigger package, and they'll get a little bit more as far as undercarriage wash. And it's a thorough process. We'll make sure we get your engine bay rinsed off pretty good. That way we don't get any rust or anything like that. Obviously down here in Dallas, they don't spray a lot of salt. Here it's very minimal. The chemicals that they use here, honestly, I feel like they're not as harsh as other places. So I think we would be just fine with just throwing some soap on it, letting it dwell, and then rinsing it off. But yeah, anyways, hey, you guys have a great morning. You guys stay safe, stay warm. Right now we're roughly about 35 degrees, so everything is now above freezing, so I can feel comfortable washing this vehicle, and it is not gonna slushy out, right? Another thing I like to do in the winter is probably turn the cars on so that the engine and the heat under the car can maybe create some sort of a heat, like a heat plank, and while we're washing it. I feel like it helps as well, kind of washing the car. But those are just things I kind of do to let's make sure this thing stays nice and warm so that it doesn't freeze up. But anyways, guys, hey, if you want a great salt soap, use Chemex Eagles Guard. Chemex Eagle Guard. Okay. Mine was my favorite one was that is kind of like in the same realm as Chemex. It was called Washchem's Pro 50. That's like my go-to. Washchem's fire. But man, they did get costly. For a minute, that's all I purchased because I literally did not have to touch the car. And I might go back to Washchem's Pro 50 as a pre-wash. But obviously, it's a lot of product for a foam can, and I think you had to use like 6 or 8 ounces per wash, which is a lot, and it costs like $25 for like a 32 ounce. And I was like, yeah, this just doesn't make sense for me. But anyways, Hey, you guys have a great morning. You guys stay safe. Bless other people if you can. And I will see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, guys. As always, God bless y'all. We'll see y'all later.